Why do we continue to support Black Lives Matter? Why do we continue to bend the knee? 2 sheriffs got shot. Assassination attempt. And we continue to just act like this is no big deal. Oh, 100 days of riots, 100 days of looting, no big deal, burning. Almost, if it's not past 40, it's almost 40 people have died directly because of the looting and the rioting, because of all this chaos that's happening. And we want to sit there and we want to blame the cops, and we want to say it's their fault. This systemic racism, this boogeyman that we can't quite point to, we can't give an example of. See, whenever you support Black Lives Matter, you end up supporting this. Because when you support Black Lives Matter, you support the idea that all cops are bad, and that all cops should be destroyed, or they shouldn't exist. And how do we make that happen? Well, we threaten you with violence until we get our way. We're going to pick you off here and there. We're going to burn your stores down. Have y'all not seen the stores with the signs, please don't burn my building down, I support Black Lives Matter? And even then it doesn't work. But it doesn't stop. It hasn't stopped this whole time. Over 100 days. They have defunded over 129 different police forces in major cities. Still not enough. Every company out there throwing out that stupid little blackout box, and we support Black Lives Matter, and we're here to fight systemic racism. Every major sport is coming out and supporting it, putting Black Lives Matter in the end zone, on the mound, at home plate, in the basketball court, kneeling for the anthem. They're doing everything they can to support it. It's still not enough. It's not enough. And even when they shoot 2 sheriffs, when there's assassination tip, what do we go do? We go protest the hospital. And then we quote, I hope they effing die. That's where we're at. And they want to say that the Republicans or people on the right are causing this divisiveness. How? Like, you're promoting this. When you support Black Lives Matter, this is the movement that you're now promoting. And it's gone beyond Antifa. There's been too many Black Lives Matter riots or protests, as they want to say. Oh, they're 93. They even had the gall to come out and say 93% are peaceful. Let me ask you something. If you were going to get on an airplane and they said, hey, it's got a 93% chance of it making there, is that acceptable to you? Like, is 7% of, these protests? I'm all for peaceful protests. I'm all for it. I think you should have the right. Blocking roads, keeping people from getting to their work, shutting down the city or shutting down the area because you want to block the road and protest. No, that's not peaceful protest. You're shutting down emergency services. You're shutting down people's lives. You're imposing your will on them. That's not peaceful protest. Peaceful protest isn't burning down a building. Peaceful protest isn't throwing a brick at a cop. We're targeting the cops. They're getting bricked in the head. They're getting lasers showing their eyes, causing permanent eye damage. And we will say, well, the cops are instigating it. I don't know where we go from here. When 9/11 happened, everyone from both sides of the political aisle, they came together. We all came together and go, like, this is bad. We're going to unite. We're going to be stronger out of this. If a 9/11 happened today, you can't convince me that we would unite. You would have almost half the country going, yeah, we deserved it. We're a piece of crap country that was built on racism. We deserve it. That's a narrative that's being pushed out. America was founded on racism. The system is racist. The systemic racism. I can't give you specific examples except these few, which in those few it actually shows you of the hundreds of millions or the tens of millions of arrests that are made every year, the millions of interactions that cops have with people, that what you're looking at, your chance of getting shot by a cop is 0.00001%. And that's only if you actually resist and you fight back against the cops. I'm all for getting police out of power that abuse their power. But the data does not show that. The examples do not show that. And you know what? George Floyd happened. Guess what? We were united in the fact that that was a bad move by the cops. Shouldn't have done it. You know, but even then, like, it's still, he fought back against the cops. He pushed himself out of the vehicle that they had him in. He would have lived had he stayed in there. Well, he would at least not ever had the excuse of the cop saying that the cop killed him, because he would have died inside the car because of all the fentanyl in his body. But we're propping that up. We're making it about systemic racism when no one can tell me what systemic racism is. Well, it's just the whole system, and it's just the white privilege, and it's easy to have something still be out there and tell me I have to disprove it when you can't even point. I can't point to it because neither can you. You can't show me individual judges that have made longer sentencing for black men. Show me that if there is so many judges out there making discriminating against black men with unequal sentencing, you should be able to prove it very easily. If there's a study out there, we should be able to see specific examples. Hey, this judge sentenced this guy to this and this guy to this. He's discriminating. We should be able to see it pretty easy. And you know what? If that is happening, we can point and say, get that judge out of power. You look at a person in a position of power that's using it in a corrupt manner, and you can kick them out. But you can't even do that. You can't show me. It's just disgusting. This is disgusting. Them protesting the hospital, saying, I hope they die. This is your Black Lives Matter movement. This is it. Black Lives Matter wants to destroy the foundation of America. The left wants to destroy the foundation of America. They're already doing it. They're tearing down statues of our founding fathers. They're claiming everyone's racist. We can't unite under the fact that America is a great country, that it was, founded by, sure, faulty people that had issues. Every human being has. There's no such thing as a perfect human being. But they set the foundation for ending slavery. They set the foundation for making the greatest country in the world. But we can't unite under that because they're trying to change history. They're trying to destroy history. And this is what we get. We get Marxists now running the streets. And we're allowing it to happen. We're allowing it. People like Kyle Rittenhouse, we need more of them. He was a good example of what we need. I'll go into him more later, but just angry rant on Black Lives Matter, and just letting you know what you support. If you're throwing out them black boxes and you're talking about systemic